I was going to do New Super Mario Bros. DS on 100% on Saturday. So it is unfortunate that both of those have now had to change, and I don't really know what else I want to do. So what I might do is I might end at some point, maybe early today or something, or at some point this week. Maybe I don't stream Wednesday and then spend a bit of time learning New Super Mario Bros. Wii 100%, because I never planned on running it. It looks fun, but I just kind of learnt DS first, and then I just stuck with that. But maybe I run Wii.
Too easy.
I don't know. My watch streak. Yeah. Watch streaks are just... I don't know. It's very frustrating that that one's gone now. Like, there's not really much you can do about it. Twitch just deletes it for no reason, even though you were here. Like, thanks, Twitch. Come on. So yeah, all the menus and everything, I am pressing plus and 2 to skip them. Obviously 1 to press next in at the end of each level, but I'm pressing 2 to actually like skip the menus, and then plus sort of speeds up the menus, and then 2 progresses the menus. Come on, don't get stuck there. Testing out this new controller. It better work. Yeah, so I actually managed to skip a trigger there by doing that. Essentially, if you are walking where the trigger is for the text box like tutorial thing, then it's going to give you the tutorial. But if you jump over it, then it just doesn't trigger. I think that's how you dodge it. I mean, that's how I've been dodging it. There's not a lot of things that are documented in this game. Maybe I should just do a proper actual tutorial run at some point rather than a commentated run. Because there's tons of this stuff that isn't explained anywhere.
You can do a homing attack while jumping.
Like the plus and 2 thing is not documented as far as I know. But yeah, you want to get a burst of speed by, thank you, actually doing the motions. Basically, you want to jump as soon as you land, just to sort of start getting some speed up. And then you just want to be running the whole time rather than constantly jumping. Jumping just sets your speed a little bit higher than it starts off at usually by walking. But eventually we unlock skills that mean we don't have to do that. Pretty much you stomp, and as soon as you land, you will have a ton of speed.
Press the 1 button to brake.
Alright, can we not die on the braking stage? I'm just going to play safe. Don't even care. Just get through. You're supposed to just be able to brake twice here, and then you get through. Bottom of the spikes don't have hitboxes. The actual spikes themselves. Only the balls do. I keep dying there, so I just want to get a run going today. I just want to chill. I mean, I'm happy to say that we will be able to play Wii Sports today and say that's pretty chill. I mean, I will probably still struggle, but it's not going to take me 2 hours to not finish a run. I will probably take half the time to finish a run, which is nice. And yeah, the XP in the tutorials is always predetermined. You get 1,000 every time. You get through these 8 tutorials, you get a level up, and then that's it. You're done. And you start playing the proper game. But then as we go further, you pretty much want to play the game damageless. Because every time you take damage or die or anything, then the game will be giving you a lower multiplier of skill points. That is a bonk. Whoops. Anyway, we're playing Duolingo. Oh. We are pausing before the end. Yeah, as soon as we hit the goal, I want to start mashing plus. So that's why sometimes you'll see me accidentally pause during the level. Either that or I'll forget where I need to be pausing. Or pressing plus. Yo, Dylan, how's it going? Sonic Adventure 1 Sonic if you're in Sonic and the Secret Rings. Oh, yeah, these beliefs are being reborn. True. I've never played the Sonic Adventure games, I have to be honest. Never had a GameCube or any of the consoles that they are on. So I can actually charge a jump here. Oh, dang it, didn't let me. That's fine. You can charge a jump and then just, like, jump over the spring there. The spring is really slow. And you get off the rail with a bunch of speed. So you can just go for that there. And this game uses IGT, not RTA, so the RTA sort of gets messed around sometimes with like the skill points, the level ups and things, but it is IGT we're using. IGT will pretty much be around 10 minutes quicker than RTA. Also, I should really have my notes open, shouldn't I? The only Sonic games you played are Rush, Colors DS, Gens 3DS, and Heroes, a particular Dentist. Interesting. Interesting time to play a Sonic game. I mean, I know hospitals had like consoles and things, but never really known any dentists to have that.
Yes, let's hurry.
The dentist I've always used as far as I remember, has always had BBC on. So whenever we'll go there, normally be like a daytime game show on or something. I wonder how I remember that. Yo, Queenie, how's it going? You forgot it was Monday? Well, happy Monday. I've got a broken 3DS. Anyway, how you doing? Hope you're doing better than me. Yeah, I dropped my 3DS on my glass table that I rest my sensor bar on. So we are not playing DS games this week, or for many weeks. And I've done that 5 days into the Switch 2 release. Yippee! So I'm not replacing it. 380 quid if I want a if I want a new one with a capture card. Or I could get one that's the same model, but it would be slower for load times for speedruns. And it's like the main reason I'm getting it again is for speedruns. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll try and repair it. We'll see. Would anyone be interested in a 3DS repair stream? 3DS repair stream, but I'm completely inept at absolutely everything. I think that would be good content, to be honest. Nice. So yeah, Fire Souls give you 500 XP. Very good to get these. I'd be... Yeah, I think if I do actually do it, then maybe I will do a stream of it. At least like one stream. So yeah, what you want to do is when you get to a ledge, you want to start charging a jump. And you literally just want to hold 2. And then that will pretty much do a massive skid. And then later in the game, we unlock a skill that makes you invincible when skidding or sliding. Which is what happens when you are charging a jump. So, yeah. It's very late into the game, but it's such a good skill that we do still activate it. No, not advertising on TV. 3DS repair stream with MIDI yapping for hours sounds like a vibe. Trust me, it will be hours. It will be hours. There will not be much 3DS repairing going on. Alright.
Just past that pier is the town.
Get some more speed, go on the rail. Yeah, my dentist always had the BBC on a TV.
There it is. I see.
I am...
That's the key.
Okay, game. I was going to jump to be safe and not get hit, but I guess I'm going to get hit anyway.
Ooh, easy.
So instantly, because of one hit, I lose 0.5 multiplier on my XP. So I'm already behind on XP. Fine. It's fine. Yeah, no, it's just in the waiting area. Sorry, when I'm trying to speedrun and yap at the same time, knowing what I'm actually talking about is making any sense is very difficult. It's very difficult for me to do that in my life in general. When I'm also speedrunning, it just adds to the issue.
3, 2, 1.
I don't even have a TV and they don't play music either. You see the screams of patience. Yeah, I think that's probably why they want a bit of a distraction. So yeah, you can dodge some of these by just going round. Oh, okay, we're fine. I don't normally go for that one, so that was kind of lucky. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Come on, Sonic, you can do it. Alright, that is my first deathless of that in ages.
Made it.
And I only got 200 XP. Let's go. I think it's just because you joined midway through the conversation. Yeah, maybe it's part of that. So another thing in this game is you can actually press left and right to go through the menus. And it will move a page down rather than a one down. So you move 5 missions down. And the same thing for the skill menu, which I should start optimizing really, because I'm pretty sure all this menuing does count towards IGT. Yeah, now we're doing Don't Break the Jars, aka peak trolling. This game loves to just shove random turns in your face and you don't know what's coming. And unfortunately, if you hit a jar, you lose. Good thing is we can just dodge most of this. But yeah, casually, like, you don't know where you're going. So that's why it sucks. This game's issues do not stop at motion controls. I would say the 3 main issues with this game are the motion controls, the game not telling you which missions to actually play to progress the story, and also the auto run is a good thing and also a bad thing. Because the auto run is great when you know where you're going. Like here, you just, how are you supposed to know that you have to do full left and full right? And then at the end you have to charge a jump to dodge any of this. I am so lucky. The game dropped my input. My Wii Remote dropped my input and I somehow didn't hit the jar.
Easy.
Thank you. God loves Arg's reaction to the last jar. I tried so hard to help Arg yesterday. But that jar was always going to get him. That jar is just always going to get you. I mean, I think Arg is in a great position because Arg said that he's beat this game as a kid. So he should be alright. I beat like 2 areas as a kid. Like, there were a lot of really good levels yesterday in Arg's run. So yeah, for people just joining, basically Arg is a Sonic speedrunner. And he is trying to beat... he's trying to get a top 10 in every Sonic game. Or every, like, mainline Sonic game. Go. Thank you. And this is his game for the month. And I am 10th. So I am actually actively making his life harder if I get a PB today. But, yeah. I mean, the next position on the leaderboard is only, like, a few minutes faster. So that's the maximum I'll be able to push it, and then I'll obviously not be 10th anyway. So yeah, would highly recommend Arg stream in general, because I have lurked there for ages. Really, really good stream, if you're after Sonic content. Yes, damageless, let's go.
Made it.
Me, I'm betting on the jar. Middy's same. Arg, I don't believe you. Yeah, it was kind of funny just knowing exactly the things that we've suffered with here in the 20 odd hours that we've played the game for. They're all gonna happen. I mean, saying that, not many happen. Not all of them happened. I have suffered in a lot of ways with this game. But Arg has done multiple no resets of it before because of these, like, big marathons of doing all the Sonic games in 1 month or whatever. So it's not exactly like it was a first run. But yeah, Arg's got this. Arg is going to get top 10. I believe. Oh, well, that's rip mini turbo already. Yeah, so mini turbo, pretty much you want to be pressing 1 and down as soon as 1 appears on the countdown. There is only one really important mini turbo. Also here, at a certain point, there will be the dino that is directly behind you will dash into you. So as long as you dodge that one, then you're fine. It is always the one that is directly behind you. Is it top 10 if he doesn't submit it? I mean, we won't hold the submissions against Arg. Listen. I was pretty far behind on SRC submissions for a while. Until I made an entire PV spreadsheet. It's tough to keep up with them. I was in Arg's position at some point with not submitting PVs. And it's hard to catch up. Can we go, please? Thank you. I barely made that because, again, it's dropping my inputs. Stop it. Bad game. Bad controller. Bad game. Bad controller. Mainly the controller. Because that should have been fine. Motion warning. Do not look at the screen. Wahoo! No, this is Sonic, not Mario.
Yeah, excellent.
Also with the flying pots, a lot of things in this game, they only work. Oh, dang it! They only work if you directly do like a specific motion. Hello, thank you. Do not drop my inputs there. Lucky I made that.
Thanks.
Yeah. So with the flying pots, you have to actually go up and down. You can't just shake the controller because it won't work. I am wondering, I do need to watch Kuro's run to see whether this path is optimal, or if you want to do the other one. I think this one is the right path. Basically, if you hit those enemies, then it unlocks the other path, I'm pretty sure. Where the dino, like, moves his neck to the other one. Please let me through, please let me through, please let me through, thank you. Sonic probably says wahoo in Unleashed. Okay, true. Nice. Cycle skipped. Oh, come on, game. Yeah, that's not skipping it. Basically, every time the dino goes for a bite, you can actually just get each one in one cycle. Or you suck, like me. And you don't do that. And here you're just going to go straight up to the springs, so I don't even bother homing attacking those. Pretty good. So I'm just going to lock in for this because it kind of sucks. And I just want to get through this with limited damage.
Looks like it works at a different angle than the last.
I was actually surprised how cooperative catapults were being for Arg yesterday. Because I just can't get them to work. Alright, we're done. When someone made a world record progression of Astrobot, they showed the top 10 at the end and I hadn't submitted my time, so I didn't get into the video. Oh no! That's such a shame. That's so sad. I mean, you know you were there. You were there in spirit. What position are you in Astrobot then? Because that's pretty good. Like, for me, I feel like that's quite a popular game, right? Got 7th place, damn. Seagull's killing it.
3, 2, 1.
Have I not got mini turbo activated or something? Or am I, do I just suck? Or is this controller bad? Or is it a mix of all three? Alright, I've learnt from Arg yesterday you can do this route. I watched him do that and my mind was blown. That is significantly easier. See, I'm learning. No. Oh, come on, Sonic. More damage. Not too popular for any percent, only 36 runs. Still pretty cool, though. Reminds me of 380 stars in 3D World. Like, I'm pretty happy with my position in that game. And there's not a ton of runners. Also, talking of 3D World, I might come back to 3D World quicker than I thought, because now I don't have a 3DS to use for runs. I'm kind of thinking of just buying the Bullet and getting a Switch 2 now, so I at least have that to be doing. Like playing games on there, doing Switch speedruns more, because I'm going to have to do more Switch speedruns now, because I'm not going to have the choice of doing any DS or 3DS stuff. And so, please make it. Thank you. Please make it. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, for those who don't know, this is a Die Hard challenge. If I die, then it is mission over. I have to redo the entire thing. It sucks. Don't get cactused. Alright, still only one hit. That's fine. Getting a lot of one-hit stages. Although it's all the ones that have a lot of XP, which is a shame. Losing out on a lot here. Andrew, MIDI Switch 2 era. Yeah, probably. I think that's my only option. But yeah, I'll come back to 3D World. I'll do... Obviously, I'll play on Switch 2 because the loads are better. New DK, if that's a good speedrun. I could do that. That's mainly what I was waiting for anyway. But I mean, new DK is in a month. So... I'll just see if I can get a Switch 2. Whenever I can get one, great. Maybe I'll even do Welcome Tour. Could be funny. Okay, so we do have Mini Turbo. Welcome Tour looks genuinely hard, by the way. Okay, that was just stupidity. I went the wrong way. Thank you. Mario Kart World speedruns? I could, but the game honestly doesn't look as good to speedrun. Like, maybe I'll dive into it a little bit, but I don't know. Just doesn't... Like, a lot of the tracks don't really look like amazing speedruns. Like, there's a lot of just straight lines and things. Some of the tracks look pretty sick, but yeah, like, in terms of actually speedrunning it, I don't know. Also there, I'm supposed to do a slightly different attack. Basically, you can do a homing attack for the first hit, and then on the second hit, you delay it until you're parallel with the enemy. And then you can actually homing attack into the enemy at that stage. And then it will... it'll hit the enemy. And then it will also keep the homing attack going straight away to hit the other one, which is really good. Yeah, this is the one where we want a different path. Very proud of my in-game time, in-game level times though. Hang on a minute. Gotta be good here. Nice, first try of it. I've never done that first try. That's really good. Always takes me so long to do that. I lost so much time in PB to that. That's really good. Nice. One of you must set your 7th or so out of 100,000 people. See, that's impressive. Like, that's quite affirming that, I guess that's the word, that it's like, yes, probably not many people know about any percent as a speedrun, but when you're playing the game, everyone's IGTs are getting saved, and you're still 7th. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, everyone's getting involved in that, whether they know about speedrunning or not, and you're still top of the tree. Like, that's always nice. That's kind of how I felt with Sonic Dream Team Bittersweet Way. Yeah, this is a tutorial ring, so you can just go for any amount there. Most of the rings in this game, you actually have to wait until they're fully contracted, but not that one. Yeah, Switch 2 World Contour is kind of silly because you have to have a 4K TV and all the accessories and everything with the Switch 2 to be able to play all the games. But there are probably going to be speedruns out there that don't use all the games. I know Chrism was actually doing a run yesterday where you just get a certain number of medals, which does interest me. The medals look genuinely hard. I would say somewhere in between Wii Sports Platinum medals and Wii Play Platinum medals for some of them. Or for all of them, I would say. Like, they're all really hard. And the special challenge. But yeah, if anyone has any ideas of games you want to see from me, I mean, now is a perfect time to be suggesting games. Normally I wouldn't take like game suggestions. Anything that you've seen me play on stream before, I'm pretty open to doing, or any franchises that I've played on stream before, I'm pretty open to doing runs. Or at least thinking of doing runs. Like now, I have an entire console I am locked out of for a considerable amount of time that I thought I would have access to. Could be something to think about. Right, we're going to skip that red ring today. Might do some Mario Kart World speedruns, it's been fun so far. Have you got a Switch 2 then? I mean, the mechanics in the game look sick. Yeah, you want to dodge this spring, the one that's at the top there. You do not want that, it throws you onto the wrong path. I will get the cap in a minute, by the way. It's just not really a good time yet. Yeah, the only trouble with me with the Switch 2 right now is there's just not a lot of games that are out for it. As a speedrunner, it makes perfect sense to get one. And I guess if I do get one soon, then at least I can test the Clubhouse games load times. Which is something I really need to get onto. Because we've already had a run submitted on, well, supposedly on Switch. It did have Korean. It looked fake. I actually had to change my my Switch language to Korean yesterday to check that it was real, because the text looked really small and really weird. It is real. It was a solitaire world record. And I thought, this is really sketchy. Like, I can't just verify this. Yes, the version 2.0 added Korean for some reason. I mean, great, more languages, like, awesome, but I don't know why. That was the update of choice, but whatever. But yeah, it works on Switch 1 as well. So, yeah. It was like a 2-second world record. Nice! You need that. You need that. That mini turbo is so important because you do not have any control at the beginning of this stage. And then you flub it on the next bit. That's what you do.
That big.
It's fine. You save like 10 seconds for that mini turbo. Nice, so that's the skid I'm talking about. Holding the charge of a jump just before you get there.
Maybe you can hit the tanks with a homing attack.
Yo, Ken Yoshi, how's it going? You want the Switch to so I can play Mario Kart, but I'm still waiting for Rhythm Heaven Groove. That's a while away though, right? That's like next year. Like, did they even give a date on that? It's just next year, right? Banger song. Honestly, this game has such good OST. By the way, talking of this game, we will be running this on the Sissant Marathon. Twitch.tv/Eden8. We'll be running this game next Wednesday, so there will be a next Wednesday stream, because it will not be by me. Or it will be by me, it will be on a different channel. Probably be one of my first ever marathon runs on not a Saturday or a Sunday. You buying this game release? So excited for it. Yeah, I've never played one. Maybe I should play it. Maybe I should play the older ones, because they'll be cheaper first. Obviously. When's the party mode speedrun? I really need to do a party mode speedrun. There's no party mode category for this game. I think some of them are locked based on whether... I got hit to my own barrel, are you kidding? I think some of them are locked based on how many red rings you've collected. So, I needed that one. That's a shame. It's not I needed it, I just wanted it. Like, it gives you XP, and we kind of need XP for not being under-leveled later. Makes the game easier. We're not doing any of that, just skip it. Megamix is great. Yeah, I've heard good things about Megamix. Right, I don't remember where the things are in this level. I don't practice early game enough. I practiced late game recently. Like from the point you get sub warp boost onwards, because that just seemed like a priority for me. But I have not practiced early game, and it shows. Also, shouts to the fact you can just jump around these. Incredible game, 10 out of 10. We will be hitting this barrel. This one makes it so much easier to deal with everything else. There's no reason to play the other games. Oh, is Megamix literally just a mashup of all of them then? I'm gonna wait here. So here what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stomp to get into this ring. It's not very clear, but as soon as you're in range of where the ring is, you might as well just jump to make sure you get in. And then here we're going to use this one because it makes you launch all the way to the end. And then you have to wait on this one because this game is peak trolling. There are enemies that just don't spawn there for an age, and I have no idea why. Damn it, game. Come on, get in the pot. Stop here. Oh my goodness. Alright, it didn't count as damage at least. Thank you. There we go. This bit does not work. Shouts to the awful camera angle. Oh, it's on DS and 3DS? Pretty cool. I mean, again, I won't be able to play that right now because my 3DS is cooked, but yeah, I will keep it in mind.
Too easy.
And Fever. I've heard of Fever as well. Can't get the 3DS one, the Wii is probably your next shout. Yeah. Yeah, 3DS is not going to be one for me at the moment. My brother does have a 3DS. if we can find it. He's got a 3DS XL. I've got a 3DS XL that is now cooked. I've also got a 3DS XL. Sorry, a regular 3DS. That is... Okay, no, I don't need to equip here. Stop mismenuing. I've also got a base 3DS that does not charge properly. So we have three 3DSs. So technically I could use my brother's, if we can find it. But again, we're moving house right now, so God knows where that is. Anyway, I will stop whinging about my 3DS at some point. I promise. It was my fault. I dropped it. Rip mine destroyed to the toilet. Okay, well, in fairness, that is what I did with my old phone when I was a kid. I say my old phone. I don't think it was mine. I think it was just one that I used to play games on, like Snake or whatever. Ended up dropping it in the toilet. I would not have been very old. This is how it started, and yesterday is how it's going. Not dropping it in the toilet, but dropping it on the floor. Having your normal 3DS still is a flex. Yeah, I mean, we mainly get, like, a couple of them purely because, like, they dropped the price in the end. And I wanted to get the one with a bigger screen. Like, that's the only console I've ever got that I've thought, I kind of want this. This seems like a good upgrade. Switch OLED, didn't care. Switch Lite, didn't care. Wii U, I mean, that's the Wii U. But, yeah, like, the 3DS XL really felt like a big upgrade. And it still does now, for me. Like, I'm not really someone who is always, like, gonna struggle with a small controller with my hands or something. I've got pretty small hands. Nice. Yeah, you want to hit that spring there. But you can do a little speed break and then let go of it. Good. I think we want to speed break in a little while. I don't want to do it just yet. I should have done two, I think, but the main one is here. I just want to make sure I do it at the right time. That wasn't the right time, you silly Billy. Nice, still got it though. You're supposed to speed break past that point on a specific spike. Makes you invincible, and then you can just grab the fire soul on your way past. I need to remember where to do it. Want to continue Fever, but Monkey Watch perfect as hell. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't think I would be amazing at Rhythm Heaven. I think I would enjoy it though. You have a mod who destroyed their 3DS because they tried to like take a sticker off it or something by running water on the console to get off the sticky residue. Oh no. Can't do that. Can't go back to the OG 3DS after having the XL. Yeah. I don't mind it. I don't mind the original 3DS. It's just such a nice change having a bigger screen. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to farm orbs for days. That gives us speed break. Going to get this rich ring. And we're going to speed through here. Grab all these. Have enough left to do another speed break. Hit the switch. And we're done. That was almost perfect. Really nice. One of my best there. Absolutely easy gold. That was really good. Really clean. Yeah, it is kind of funny how many 3DS iterations there were, but they all felt like they served a purpose. Apart from the new model. New model is literally just, aha, here's faster loads and new Minecraft for 3DS. Have fun.
3,
Like, all it did was mess up speedrunners, akin to Switch 2 versus Switch 1, and give us 3 exclusive games. That's all it did. That is all the new model did. I mean, it was sick that Minecraft was added to the 3DS, but it's the 3DS. Like, it's very cool to say that you can play Minecraft on the 3DS. I get that. But we already had that game that was like, wow, you can play this on the 3DS. It's called Smash Bros. Which I did get a lot of time out of. And also is probably the reason why my 3DS circle pad fell off a few months ago. Because of playing that on the bus as a kid. SB on sand after blue platforms, full right. Nice! I actually did it. So what I did there is I just killed all the enemies, I think. Either that or I clipped through the wall. I don't think I've ever got that before. Just clipped through it. Yeah, easy time save. Not surprised. Never got that. So, it makes sense that I would save that time. From heaven. Oh, you're here procrastinating recording this video. Oh no. Send in energy for recording the video. I know the topic of the video, so I am pretty hyped. Do it tomorrow. Honestly, Rhythm Heaven is one of the only Rhythm games I recommend. Rhythm Heaven and Rhythm Doctor. The creativity of their games makes it so much better than like Friday Night Funkin' or something. I've never really been a like hugely into Friday Night Funkin' when it was a big thing. Didn't really care for it. Oh my goodness, I didn't want to get hit. Good. I got both hits on the same side, which means that we skipped that bit. Please, hello? Where's my motion? Yes! Actual perfect fight. Nice. Saved another 7 seconds on over PB there. That was so clean. Even with the dropped input, that was really clean. Yeah, I'm attached. I'm attached. I can't lie, I am attached. A good levitated ruin, like there's a lot to save here. They're actually musical and not how quickly can I spam these buttons in a row. Yeah, I think that's a good thing to note. If you're more interested in that kind of gameplay, or less interested in that and more interested in the other type. Oh, you bug game. We're already taking damage. Alright, at least we got through. But yeah, we're already down to a 1.5 times multiplier. See, the run is going well, but we are going to be behind on XP, and I don't like that. So this is a spike one, so you have to do it before it fully contracts. You have to do it on the half. So where it gets to the inside, but not the full like contraction. There we go, decent speed break. Nice. Love games with good music, but I hate when the skill of them is just mashing simulator. That's fair. As someone who has never liked speedruns where there is heavy mashing, yes, I fully see where you're coming from. Like, there is a reason I've never run games like Mario 64. Thank you. Good. Also, more bangers, by the way. Like, this is such a good... This is honestly one of my favourite tracks in the Sonic series, OSTs.
to do a speed break.
Let's do it.
Hey, Sonic, wait!
Like, there are some really good ones in this game. This one just worked well for the We Play montage because there's no vocals. You suck at button mashing. I do like light mashing. I can do like 15 per second if I really go ham, but like I don't want to give myself RSI or whatever, so I would rather not.
Here we go, Shara.
Sonic, slow down!
I don't know whether that's a good point to speed break, by the way. I just kind of speed break when I feel like it in this game. There are optimal points to speed break. I would recommend watching a better run than mine for that. Like Kuro's run is very good for that. Kuro asterisk.
Are you okay, Sonic?
Just leave it to me.
Oh, it always looks so close. I still don't know how to do the skip there. You can jump and then like get on the right hand side of where the path is, so you're not actually on the path. And it will just work.
Look out, Sonic!
Nice, that felt good.
Yahoo!
Talking of good music, by the way, anyone heard, or I guess if you've seen Mario Kart World gameplay, you will know, or if you've played it, the music, there's so much good music in there. Kind of reminds me of how many good tracks Smash Bros. Or Smash Ultimate managed to put in. Like, there's just bangers all over the place.
Let's go, Shara.
Be careful, Sonic!
So these bonus, like, big pearls, they're worth 20 of a regular pearl. Same thing as the rich rings. The silver ones that are worth 20.
Whoa! What's with the spikes?
Also, shouts to Shara saying whoa, but the subtitle was saying yikes.
Just keep coming.
Yikes, what's with the spikes? Come on. The game said, no, you will not point out my flaws in subtitling.
All right.
You will accept it, or you will die. Oh yeah, shouts to these where you can just clip into the boxes and get all the rich rings. For some reason, these are the only boxes in the game where they just kind of didn't do them properly,
Over there!
that I know of. Or at least in the 80% run.
Too easy.
Nice gold. I don't know how I keep finding time safe here, but there we are. Not even doing the skip. Can't lie, Midi, you're doing some crazy PR for this game. Because for some reason I now want to play it. Honestly, I would recommend this. Like, if you know what you're doing, and you know if you can get your hands around the controls, if you know the missions you have to play for any percent, which is just to beat the game, because obviously you have to keep flip-flopping back and forth. I can send you my notes. They're all public. Nice. Yeah, you just want to get like close to the red ring there, and then you get it. Hi, Knuckles. It's not Knuckles, it's Sinbad. What are you talking about? Yeah, if you can get around the controls being wonky, I mean, you can play on Emu if you really want, and then you don't even have to use those controls. You can map them to different buttons and stuff if you know what you're doing. I don't, but yeah. if you do that, if you get your head around the controls, if you get your head around the routing, and also knowing, like, there's a certain skill in here that speeds you up dramatically later on.
Don't worry, Sinbad. We'll rescue you.
Called Sub Warp Boost. Basically the one in Pirate Storm Rampage, where if I kill 15 enemies within 1 minute 25, I unlock Sub Warp Boost. It essentially gives me like a bunch of extra speed the moment I land. Like, the game is jarringly different. You'll notice it when I get it.
Let's get that taken care of then.
It does make the game harder, but it also does make the game a lot faster. If you're after actually playing the game fast. But yeah, no, I would recommend this game. Casually it sucks, but if you know what you're actually doing and you know which levels to play for the main playthrough, then it is good. Maybe Black Knight stream this summer to remind myself how much the game sucks. Yeah, I've never played Black Knight.
Now we need to find the next switch.
Oh well.
Dang it, stop getting hit here. I really should get good at this, because if I can get through this whole stage, I know it's a very long one, but if I can get better and do this damage list, then I would be getting 2 times multiplier for a very long stage, which would be good. Yeah, you don't have to actually kill the enemies there, you just have to get that one. Yeah, like, there are some wonky things in this game. Like, these ropes will, if you don't do them quickly, then it will actually start trying to get you back onto the ropes below. Like, that will be where you automatically lock on, and it kind of sucks. But obviously, if you do it quick enough, then that doesn't happen. That's why, as a speedrun, it's better. I am surprised that worked. Cool. Yeah, here we don't speed break because we're right here anyway. Black Knight has amazing music, though. See, interesting, because I've heard more good things about this OST than Black Knight. Night of the Wind, Fight the Night, Mystery Lake, or whatever it's called. Yeah. I just know nothing about the game, so I've got no opinion.
Whoa! They're over here too?
I'll just take the hit, it's fine. We've only taken 2 hits so far, I think, so we're still on a 1.2 multiplier. Unfortunately, this bit sucks. Come on. No. I need to learn how the enemies actually spawn here, because I don't know how they do it. It's fine. 1.1 multiplier I think we're on now. I don't really know how quickly your XP goes down in this game every time you take damage, but I know 1 hit takes you down to 1.5, and I think 2 takes you down to 1.2. And obviously the minimum you have is 1.0.
Sand from flowing. We could walk on it.
Bad. That was a blunder. Yo, Catherine, how's it going? Oh my god, Catherine, you don't know it yet. So I'm legally obliged to tell another person I broke my 3DS. I'm currently in despair. Well, it's not broken. It's I dropped it on the table that my sensor bar rests on after I was practicing New Carnival Games DS yesterday. How did I dodge that? I never get through here damageless normally. Yeah, so now the hinge, like, it doesn't shut now. It doesn't shut. It's really bad. I mean, recently I haven't done any damage to it, but I haven't done any damage to it apart from that, and it still, for the last, like, few weeks, I would say, maybe even a month, it has actually, every time I've went to shut the console, it doesn't click, which has really been making me think, like, what is going on here? Like, it's making me think it was kind of on its way out anyway, but because it's a capture card in 3DS, it's pretty rough. Quite expensive to replace. So I'm currently wallowing in my own despair. And also the fact that I now do not have a 3DS to stream with for a while. On top of the Switch 2 release, so I might just not bother. I might try and repair it at some point. But I am useless with repairing anything.
Finish.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because 2 of the 3 streams this week were scheduled to have DS games. And I was going to do some Carnival games today as well, so it would have been on all 3. So, skill issue, I guess. Unfortunately, we are seeming to do very well in the speedrun, so I guess that's good. Hopefully I can fix it. I mean, trust me, my design technology teachers were bad in school. Like, whatever confidence I had with that subject already, which was 0 anyway, dropped below 0 once I'd done those classes. Like, yeah. My teachers for that, well, I say teachers, there was one good teacher, but he didn't teach that side of design technology, which was kind of like, he taught like woodwork. He was a decent teacher. My brother actually took that class and he found him to be a decent teacher. The one I had in year 7 and year 8 was awful. One of the worst teachers I've ever had. And I'm blaming her for the fact that I do not care about that subject in the slightest. I'm gonna get hit here. Oh, come on, game. What can I do about that? I'm alright, how are you? I'm not too bad in general. I had some Gregs before stream. So that is something at least. What are you doing, Sonic? Okay. No, not going there. Not going there. It's not going to work. No! Don't do it again. Okay, we're out. Thank you. Okay, that was silly, but it's only a short stage, so it's fine. That is the only mistake above like 20 seconds in the entire run for an hour. I wouldn't be surprised if we're like within a minute of Sob or something. We're 17 away from Sob. I mean, that's probably just because there have been so many golds in here. Like, if we added those golds to this run, before that split, I was ahead of Sob. That's how clean this run is.
3, 2, 1.
Because I'm locking in. What can I say? Okay, I am restarting. I think that's fully worth restarting. I want to get my 2 times XP for a damageless run. Every time you do a level damageless, you get 2 times XP. If you take 1 hit, it's 1.5. So I would really like that to go well. Oh, did that work? Yeah.
I remember reading about that.
No, come on. Stop dropping my inputs. Stop dropping my inputs. Stop. No. I'm having to do multiple inputs every time. Thank you. There we go. Okay, we are in. So yeah, anyway, this stage is kind of funny. This is one of multiple stages where we are just going to keep hitting the same enemies over and over again. So you hit those 2, you fall down, you get the same 2 again. Now, it's not as easy as it sounds, because this first one you can homing attack. This one you can't, because it doesn't spawn in time. But this is faster. This is optimal. So you kind of want to wait. You want to wait until it drops your input. That's what you want to do. Well, now it's missing anyway. I mean, it's fine. I would really appreciate if the game cooperated, thank you, and the controller. The controller is having more issues than the game right now. I will say that. See, again, it dropped my input. I had to do multiple inputs for it to go through there. Can you not, please? I'm on a pacer. I don't want to ruin it because of controller issues. Good. That'll do. Oh yeah, we still have Mario Kart, didn't we? That was ages ago. Oh, the split. When's a good time for me to grab it? Probably now. Pirate Storm. Alright, so we need to equip some skills. We got All-Rounder. We got Cancel Dash. 47, 51, 73. And we remove 86 and 88. Done. Decent menuing. So no more mini turbo, but we do have all the skills. We do have Cancel Dash, and that is a very good sign. So I am slightly underleveled, but not very underleveled, I think. And the reason we want Cancel Dash is because of this wind effect. So every time we land now from a stomp, so instead of starting a stage with a jump to get some speed up, I'm going to actually start with a jump and a stomp. And that is going to allow me to build up speed instantly using that wind effect. Once again, more things the game doesn't really teach you. I'm going to grab... I deserve that. I don't normally go for this. I was going to go for more XP, but now I've died, it's going to not really help me. That's a shame.
When your soul gauge has power, press the plus control pad down and release.
I guess we'll still get 500 XP.
Looks like you can do a homing attack on that barrel.
Yeah, I would really appreciate no dropped inputs in Pirate Storm, please, game. Especially for these ones that are like one-shot kill challenges, please.
Don't use your homing attack.
Yeah, we have to wait here. Also, pretty decent track in the OST, I would say, this one. Not my favourite, but still pretty good. Can we go, please? Can we not drop inputs? Dropping like half my spins. Mario Galaxy moment. Oh, don't get hit here. Oh, are you joking? Dropping half my air dashes.
Sonic,
I forget what the name is. You know what I mean.
you are so
Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to do this.
Sonic, watch out!
Come on. Are you serious? Thank you. That should not be hard. You want to get a small jump here, so we don't go too far. And then what we do is we land on here. That's fine. Didn't get the red ring, but it's okay. And then we already get this. And we can just jump down. And we've opened the gate. And then speed break, because it makes you invincible to enemies, so they will just die.
I think you can do a homing attack on the sword that's stuck there.
And same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here. Clearly not. Also, these enemies really remind me of the pirates in Sonic Rush Adventure. For some reason. It might even be the same.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Speed break.
Dang it. Come on, go. Thank you.
Proceed with caution.
I am not hanging around with these. Really? Come on, game. Okay, man. Yeah, like, I really would love a damageless Pirate Storm, but we're clearly not going to get it.
Talk about a close call.
Had me worried there for a second.
Okay. Ah! Almost forgot that. Go! Please make it. No shot, that doesn't make it! Are you kidding? I literally did everything right and it just didn't put me enough to the right hand side. Are you kidding? I've never seen that. Oh, are you joking? That would have been good to hit. It's fine.
I'll take that. Okay, let's use this.
I mean, I've taken so much damage anyway. It's probably still going to be a 1.0 multiplier regardless, so I don't really care. It's just a bit of time loss I could have done without. No. Don't get hit. Still don't know whether it's possible to die in this section. I feel like it should be. I just grab all the rings anyway. I think it speeds you up. Seems to give you a speed boost. So yeah, the gates take an eternity to fall, so we might as well just run through.
Let's head for the goal.
Don't strain yourself too much.
Nope. Do not hit me.
Speed break, speed break.
And makes you invincible for the last bit. Okay, could have been better, could have been a lot worse. I will take that. Okay, Die Hard Challenge. Now we get to some really rough stages. All of these are highlighted for me as practice stages. All of them. All 4. All of them except the boss. Which is still pretty rough sometimes. I don't know if these numbers are right as well, by the way. So this one is really tough because it's a one-shot kill. If I die at all to any of these pits or anything, or if a motion gets dropped or anything, then I'm screwed. This has caused many crash outs. We are already getting a dropped input. That is a great sign. Yeah, thanks, Shara. Great advice.
Looks like we've got our hands full. Maybe we should go up.
Right, what I would like is doing this damageless. If I can.
Good job.
Right, we're not going to go for those rings. Because it just gives the game another chance to give me a wrong input and go left instead of right. Which would obviously kill me. I can't mash here, that's the problem. I can't just mash my motion controls. Because if I mash the motion controls, then it will make me get hit.
That was close.
Or it won't make me get hit, but it will mean that I don't get a homing attack and I just fall in the water. I did it last time. Alright, please, come on, I'm praying. Nice! Even managed to dodge the spike.
Just a little more, Sonic.
Oh, let's go. That is textbook. 2.0 multiplier. Perfect stage. That is so good. 6 minutes. Okay. We are staring down the face of sub 2 RTA, which was my long-term goal for this. And that does make me happy. Stealth attack, though, still pretty difficult. I got a good one here last time. We are coming up to a lot of stages where I don't lose much time against Kuro, who is second place in this game. Good thing is here, if I die, it's not a an instant loss. But if I kill an enemy, it is an instant loss. So I need to be very careful not to kill any enemies. As much as I would love to kill them, because they are a pain in the butt, we are not allowed to. Alright, then I'm going to be very careful through this section because it's very easy to get hit. Once again, the less times we get hit, the more XP we gain. So it is a good thing to avoid damage. Just going to play very safe on these pots. For some reason, there's only one spike this time. And yeah, if you get hit by a spike there, you do go in the water. That's why I was being so careful last time. Nice Fire Soul. Alright, be very careful here. I did actually release early there, but I managed to get away with it. And then Speed Break at the end. Another textbook level. Saving time on PB. Actually, no, losing like 2 seconds. That's nothing. I'm very happy to lose 2 seconds there. 2 seconds is not 20 minutes. And that is very possible to just crash out on these levels. What I will do, though, is I will get up my iPad timer. And I will activate that as we go in here. Because if I beat this within 1 minute 25, we get the gold medal. If I think I'm going to go over by a significant amount, instead of letting the cutscenes all play out and losing like 30 seconds, I might as well just take a restart. So that's why I have the iPad timer on. There is a reason. 20 enemies, 1 minute 25 here. Pretty much the moment I hit them, I just have to keep mashing 2 and holding the Wii Remote upside down to go backwards. So you want to go back to around here, and then that respawns all the enemies. And one thing as well, we cannot go past this platform. That's the scary bit here. The moment I go past this platform, I cannot backtrack anymore. So the game has to cooperate, and I have to be aware of reacting to the game not cooperating with things like this. So yeah, we just get a speed break for a very short period there. Sorry, I've never had that happen, so I had to be very careful. Yeah, speed break and then instantly let go of it, just to get my speed up a little bit. No, 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 no. That's worrying. I don't have to go back as far here. Very careful. Come on. Come on. That's it. I think that's it. Yes. Okay, good. 1.27. Get me out. I looked down at my iPad and it pretty much flicked over to 125 as soon as I finished. I just knew that it was probably it because sorry, I need to equip skills now. I just knew it was probably it. Speed up, I don't have enough. Fire gaze, I need to remove homing stability. Speed up, I don't have enough. Damn, that's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of Pearl Collector for a little while. I have to come back for it. That's fine. I do need Pearl Collector again later, so we are slightly underleveled, but not a lot, I think. I hope. Yeah, the moment I looked down at my iPad timer, I was at, like, 125. But I activated it a second early, so I could actually, like, hold the controller in time. Okay, so now you're going to see the true power of having Sub-Warp Boost. So Sub-Warp Boost takes up 20 skill points. That's why, if I activate it, I need to be on a good amount of skills. I also activated Fire Gaze. Now what that does is it gives me more damage on bosses. And I need to do this. This motion will hit him for a ton of damage. And for this bit, we cannot progress him, so I might as well just sit here moving backwards. That's fine. So yeah, unfortunately there's a timing there for me to get straight onto the boss again. But if I don't, then I can just stomp and then get all my speed back up straight away again. So we don't really have to worry about these attack phases a lot. Like, this sub-warp boost makes this so much easier. This boss is a pain without it. Oh, are you kidding? Go, please, Sonic. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Okay, this last one's really hard.
Just one horn left. Time to finish this thing off.
It's not over yet, Sonic. Stay sharp.
Go! Oh, nice. one hit. I'm not happy with that hit because I did nothing wrong, really. But we still get decent XP.
Hey, cheer up. The horns will grow back eventually. That was tough.
119. Lost 10 seconds to PB. It's fine. Okay, I am watching for the skill points, because if I get enough, I am just going to activate Pearl Collector again. I might just activate it now. The menuing does cost me a bit of time, but I do want Pearl Collector. So I might just activate it. Pearl Collector is really good on one of these Evil Foundry levels. I think it's this one, actually. So I do want it. Yeah, so there is actual lore for the reason why we're backtracking. The game isn't just backtracking us for no reason. Basically, there's this Ifrit golem we have to fight here. And because he's just way too powerful, we actually had to come back, beat the pirate captain to get the water ring, the world ring, the blue one, which summons a storm onto the boss, and it makes it weak enough for us to fight. That's the lore. There is your Sonic and the Secret Rings lore update, TM. Hope you enjoyed. Anyway, Pearl Collector means we have a big enough hitbox just to get all of those pearls without jumping. And then we have a bunch of fire gauge to use for this. Oh, you idiots. I should have just went straight through there. It's fine. I think because I'm slightly under-leveled, I actually wouldn't have had enough. Like, your levels actually make a difference to how much you can actually hold in your gauge. And on the right-hand side, like, every time you level up, the gauge gets slightly bigger. That's why when we do the final boss as Dark Spine Sonic, it just stretches the entire screen. But yeah, we got the main thing there anyway, it's fine. And now we can fight the boss, because we've gone back into Evil Foundry. And the fire attack, not only does it do more damage, it means that there's an area of effect on the little orbs.
You know, I'd let you play around more than enough for one day.
Sonic, be careful. The Ifrit is no child.
So I can hit these orbs for all 3 damage straight away.
Sense a strong power coming from the light on the Ifrit's head.
So I can just stomp straight away and it will just hit. And of course we get hit because this game sucks.
Lower his head into
The barrel was just hit me. God damn it. It's fine. So what we want to do is we want to get 2 homing attacks and 1 stomp. And the stomp is very important because that will do more damage. And it will actually, if I do this right, it will skip an entire cycle. Come on! I'm doing the inputs, please. Thank you. That should not have taken that long. And I'm getting hit again. Are you serious? Alright, at least we got 2 cycle. That's not a good boss fight, but it's fine. And I also lost on XP again on another boss. This game is kind of silly, though, making you fight 2 bosses so close together. Yeah, the XP there is huge. Like, I really could have done with that XP. The fact that I've lost out on, like, 1.5k because of that is kind of bad. Oops, you fell asleep, teehee. Well, welcome back. We're on a pacer. We're on a pretty good run. I was ahead of Sob at one point. Nope, that is not it. That is a side quest that we do not need to do. Yeah, genuinely this run is really good. Considering I've not practiced, and I haven't practiced early game at all. And I haven't practiced late game in like a month or 2. This is pretty good.
Hurry. We have
But late game can be pretty punishing, so I'm not taking anything for granted here.
Let's go, Shark.
Obviously the bosses can completely destroy any run. We shall see. I was like 1 second away from not getting sub-warp boost. Go, please. Thank you. I have no rings. This is bad. I'm worried. Give me rings, please. Wow, I actually got into the red ring first try. Wow. Revolutionary concept. Good. Oh, look at this start. God damn it. It's fine. The checkpoint was right there. It just means I'm going to get less XP again. Let me through, please. Thank you. This is still a really good start. It's just that I'm going to be behind again with XP. Like, that checkpoint could not have been more generous. That's what I get for opening my mouth. Alright, cool. That was perfect. Oh, look at this. 90 seconds remaining. 88 remaining at the end. Look at that. Really good. Alright, we are 5.5 minutes ahead. Still a potential for a sub 2 RTA. It's not as likely anymore, but I would say there's probably potential there. And I can't complain too much. We're 142 off sub before we add all the goals from this run, which is going to be a lot.
Snow?
Come on. Thank you.
No, it's something else.
Getting through this damage just at the beginning would be very good because I would then have more soul gauge for some of the things coming up in here. I've still never been able to do it, but we will see. Maybe today's the day. Okay, let me go, let me go, let me go.
This doesn't seem very sturdy. Speed break.
Why break?
Nice!
There must be something up there.
Want to try checking it out?
Okay, when cooked a bit too much on the okay, yeah, alright. Like, do you ever have a break with your attack? I don't know. Yeah, cooked a little bit too much there, but it's okay. Just make it through here, please. I'm worried about having no rings. Yes! Good. And because of that extra rock that we broke, we now have top path that I'm taking. Yep. Perfect. I feel like I missed out on some pearls there, but okay. It's fine. And then this bit is just a menace because you just always get hit unless you play really careful. Or I do anyway.
Watch out for the two-handed sword.
Cool.
You can hit me with a slow attack
Oh yeah, I have to hit these. Forgot about that. And then these just don't spawn in time because we have the high acceleration. You can just see how much this breaks the game. Oh, I didn't know how to dodge that. I think I'm just going to play this bit safe. Sometimes they'll be on a bad cycle, sometimes they'll be on a good one. If I'm on 0 rings, it's bad. The only problem with having sub-warp boost is that I take 40 rings of damage instead of 20 every time now. So, yeah. That's why I'm so low on rings all the time. Yeah, so what I'm doing every time is I'm pretty much just doing a stomp using 1 rather than 2. and you just kind of go. Because 1 doesn't really do anything. It doesn't... Seriously! It doesn't make you stomp or anything. Or it doesn't make you jump. 2 is to jump. 1 doesn't really do much. Why am I in this pot? Go. Yeah, so 1 kind of makes it easy sometimes. Cool. Yeah, and in here, all we need to do is attack 1 enemy, and then we can just dash through the rest.
Thanks for the help.
When you know stuff like this game is really fun. Because you can dodge all the BS.
We've hit the jackpot.
Like, that's what you want with this game. You dodge as much BS as possible. And then what we really want is we want to hold as much soul gauge as possible, because the end of this, we can just speed break through the entire thing. If that's the case. Which we are going to be able to do. Perfect. 4:19. It's an 18-second time loss, unbelievably. Although, I'm not sure, because clearly we're not losing time. Unless I had an absolute nightmare menuing. I don't know. I mean, either way, menuing counts most of the time towards IGT, so... A difference that big, it probably still is a time save. Alright, time to beat up the 40 thieves. That's the law of this one. I would really appreciate not dying here. If we don't die, then sub 2 RTA is back on the menu.
3, 2, 1.
If we do, then
All right.
rip name.
Don't get too careless.
Game better not screw me over. Come on. We got this. Yeah, so we have to hit these switches. Got to hit all these 5 switches in Roman numeral order.
Wow, this place is huge.
We do have the extended homing attack, I'm pretty sure. To actually hit some of these. No, 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 no. I hit the chest by accident. I swear I did that last time. That's fine. It's just a little time loss. Tis but a scratch. Good. No! No! Do not miss enemies that I'm supposed to hit. I just want to do everything in the proper order. Okay. Then this you get stuck on. I don't know why. It just is a thing. And then, because we've hit all the switches, all the enemies are now here. So we can just start playing Duolingo. And we get hit, of course. Of course we do. Of course we do. I have no idea how I'm alive. Please give me a ring, game. Where is there a ring? Here. Let me up, please. Let me up. Let me up for my ring. Let me up here, please. Thank you. Alright. Skip those for now.
So this is why they call it.
I am so scared. Just do another lap. I don't care how long it takes. Just make sure we don't die. There's another one there, but I've missed him now.
Next.
There's one here.
Wow.
Oh!
This place is huge.
So this
Ah!
is
No, 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 no! No, no, no! Alright, that one spawned now. Okay. Please. Where's the last one? One ring, one ring. Thank you. Where's the last one?
okay. Next switch.
Next.
Where is the last one? Is it you?
Wow. This place is
You're not spawned in. Why are you not here?
So this is why they call it the Skeleton Dome.
Why were you not there? What are you playing at? Okay, I don't care. Get me out. I'm glad I didn't die, to be honest. I lost a minute 10 because the game is just bad. And I just prefer to play safe there, but whatever. So, despite me playing ridiculously safe, because I've played ridiculously safe, sub 2 RTA is probably still dead. It's fine. I just have no idea how that stage works. It's just a skill difference. Like, that's all it is. Customize. 12, 51, 57, and 63, which I don't have. I don't have it. I'm underleveled. I mean, I'm underleveled because I don't even have the skill points to activate it anyway. That's the giveaway. Skimmer would have been nice. It's not a necessity right now. It would be good for the Yoo-Hoo challenge. But yeah, that will do. Alright, just remember what we're doing. Just gotta remember the routes. So again, just hit this one enemy, hit this bone. There we go. And then we want to start from the right hand side and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stomp. That wasn't ideal, but I mean, we hit a wrong enemy on the right hand side. So, normally we'd just go for 6. That's why I was so thrown off by 7. But it's fine. And then we speed break this. And then we get hit here because I just do that. I always get hit there. Play safe here. But then we're going up here. And the reason for that is to get in this red ring. Please, thank you. I was really worried about that. Yeah, get out of this pot, get in this one, and then we're going to float to the left-hand side. I have no idea if this is intended or not. It looks like it is, because where else are you going to go with this pot? Every time you fly, you can slightly go further to the left. So it just makes you go slightly further to the left more. Like, quicker. Rather than flying really slowly. And now we go. And then these gates just don't spawn properly, so we can skip everything. Kind of funny. And then go. Okay, losing a bit of time again, but it's still a decent enough stage. Like, this is the point of the run where I was practicing so much that I'm not surprised I'm losing time here. Considering I've not practiced. 6 seconds against me when I've had so much practice on the ILs. That's pretty good. When I've not been doing that recently. Also, I've just noticed this Wii remote has a white strap for a blue Wii remote. I don't know if they ever had blue straps, or if CEX have just kind of gerrymandered a, or like, whatever the word is. That's not the word. Oh, come on. They've just kind of like taken a half of a Wii remote and half of another and put them together. Okay, that'll do. Please stop. Please stop. Okay, well, this is cooked now. There's no way I live. No way I live. Yeah, I have to hit these switches to get these enemies. Spawns more enemies in. Yeah, we're fine. I thought I was behind on enemies for some reason, but we're good. So here, I actually want to wait until they spawn properly. Okay, that one didn't. It's only when the homing attack would be normally available that you can actually hit them. They're kind of weird here. And then here, we're just going to wait. We're not going to homing attack that one. No! No! That's a shame. We're going to wait. Then we're going to wait for this one. I'm going to grab a ring this time. And then we only need to hit like 2. There we go. Not a good stage. Not as bad as I used to be, but that was because I didn't know what to do. Okay, we might have enough for... Is it skimmer? Yeah. Okay, so that's how much XP I was down. I really need to work out how much XP I am down. Like, I need to write into each of these levels what level I need to be on. Wouldn't be that hard to work out. Okay, we're still on for a good PB, which I'm happy with. Can we activate skimmer? Yes, we can. We are done with activating skills. We're now going to play the game as intended. With actual good gameplay. So skimmer means that I go further, like way further when I'm sliding, which you'll notice on ledges again. And obviously Aegis slider makes me invincible, as I mentioned earlier, on ledges.
Don't worry, we'll get him in no time.
So it makes this level really nice. Like, look at this, you go way faster on ledges now as well, just when you're doing general ledge movement. Yeah, look at this. Just managed to get through all of it. Please. Thank you. I was still technically sliding, so it did let me get away with that. And then here... Yeah, so we just pass through everything, because we're invincible. More banger OST, by the way.
Now of all times is when we should stay on guard.
Nice. You want to stay right there. I'm just going to speed break this. Yeah, glad I did. And then this magic carpet section is actually kind of funny. So this bit, you kind of have to do your own thing. But at the end, when the enemies are there, you can just hold top left and dodge everything. This magic carpet section is actually really irritating when you don't know what you're doing. But at the end here, you can just hold top left. Not that bit. Oh, come on. Why was it just not working? Like, for some reason, it just didn't do what I was doing for that second bit. No idea. That's annoying. Like, I was going in a different direction for some of that, and it just wasn't playing ball, and I didn't know how to correct it. This bit, it's doing it again. What? Here we go. So yeah, top left. Top left, every time.
He must be through here. Whoa! What the?
The room.
Alright, we're already losing a lot of time for that, which is not fun. Why did I speed break that? You lose your speed at that cutscene. I forgot. Yeah, these hexagons, you can't sit in the middle because you'll be in the hitbox of both holes. Like where each hexagon is, whether it's a left one or a right one. If you're in the middle, you'll be in range to go in the hole for either. So you want to be very cautious with those. So here we want to go left to dodge this stuff. Also, funny thing is, Darkspine Sonic doesn't bleed rings in this game, but Sonic in the gas chamber in each of these rooms does bleed rings, 2 per second rather than 1. That's why they give you so many silver rings to get through there. Really? We don't need skills anymore, so it doesn't really matter about dying. It just gives us a natural time loss of dying in general. So we still don't want to die, but it doesn't then give us consequential time loss later from not having skills that we want. And in this bit you want to go slightly to the right, I think, but also middle. And then all these specific setups in these rooms just mean that you get through really easily. Like if you go around not knowing what to do, you'll keep bonking on different geometry. No. Alright, well, it would have been nice if the game actually tried to let me do a jump there, but clearly not. And then there's a rail here. Yeah, we're losing, like, maybe a minute on this stage. This is rough. Sonic gets crushed by an hourglass.mp4. No. Thank you for cooperating. I'm surprised I didn't get hit, but thank you nonetheless. Okay, that is significantly better than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was losing tons of time. We're losing 15 and could have saved another 12 on top of that. Could have been a lot worse. I'm happy. And now we've got the Uhu race. So this is the real reason why you want Aegis Slider and Skimmer. Those two skills, also on top of sub-warp boost as well, obviously. They are very useful.
3, 2, 1.
So obviously we're going to start off with the Stomp, just to get us up to speed. And then we're going to already gain an advantage over Uhu. We do have to wait here. And this bit, we're just going to skid through the entire thing. And same again. Just dodge it all. And then we've already started charging a jump. We might as well release it and use it for that bit. That's bad. Nice. At least the game cooperated on the spring. Good. Okay. That's really nice. That is a really, really nice time save. Great to see that. That is probably a gold. Yeah. Few second gold. Oh, I'm happy with that. I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. And Die Hard challenge. I died here in PB. 50 seconds. I like the sound of 50 seconds. That sounds very good to me.
3, 2, 1.
Where are we?
I'm feeling something strange.
Don't die. That's all we gotta do. Don't die. We don't need it for the XP now, but we do need it to not have to retry the entire mission here. Right, don't. Very careful. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. First bit done. Oh, the skip here is where I lost 50 seconds. I remember now. Yeah. There's a skip here where if I can do a decent
Sonic, just look at the wall in the room we were just
do a decent speed break, then I will actually I'm gonna get screwed. Okay, never mind. I thought I was gonna get screwed over by the spike ball. Yeah, if I speed break where the gate is in that final visit to that room where it keeps twisting, if I can speed break and clip through the gate and clip upwards, it skips me having to. So I have to open the gate, but I don't actually have to do the bit at the top of the room, technically.
Is it aiming for us?
That bit's fine. There's no actual spikes destroying the floor here. There is another bit like that, though. Very scary. Good. Very hard to get through there with high acceleration and not bonk on the platforms. I think I did that in the last run. I need to be very careful. Come on. Yeah, Skimmer, we can actually just not deal with any of that. That's fine. We are on low soul gauge, but it's fine. I think we get it all back to this room anyway. Come on. Come on. Just behave.
Is the room spinning?
Right, we don't need to kill those ones. Just kill as many as we can. Then we're going to get these last two. Then the gate opens, and... No. And I don't get another chance because I'm out. Ah, it's a shame. I'm out of soul gauge. I don't have enough for the speed break. Shame. Okay, it's fine. I'm not attempting it again. We already have to go back here to get the soul gauge back, and then at that point I might as well just do it this way. I have no idea how to do it consistently, in fairness, so it's fine. That would have been really nice. Would probably have saved the sub 2 RTA. The strings are banging. Yeah, honestly, I hard agree. Okay, I think I've learnt to accept your opinions on video games. I will accept all your opinions on video game music, and I will accept none of your opinions on video games themselves. I think I've learnt how this works now. And that's fine. Actually, everything except Rhythm Heaven. You're probably based for that. You're probably based for Rhythm Heaven, enjoying. 2048 reference. Wait, we're saving some of the time? Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. We do have anonymous follows on here. So feel free to lurk or chat. Just put their whole backs into it. Honestly, it's so true. So much music is good in this game. Like, even when they're not my favorites, it's still, like, really good. And the point, like, at this stage in the game, the music is, like, sort of means a lot more. Because, also, by the way, we have to finish this with 0 rings. We don't have to play the entire stage with 0 rings. We just have to finish with 0. It means a lot more because, like, the lyrics are supposed to mean, like, Sonic is, at this stage, supposed to be dead. Like, he's on his last bit of life force. He's on his last legs. Kind of like my 3DS at the moment. Hey, callback. Anyway, yeah, so he's kind of like on his last bit of life force because of this flamed arrow that Eraser Jin shot into his heart, meaning to hit Shara, of course. No, don't hit the enemy. We need to die. We need to die. Come on. Good thing is having the power up here actually is a good thing. The one that makes me lose 40 rings. Also, by the way, you can always avoid that enemy. If you don't jump, you will always avoid that one. That's why I'm just relying on the red bar, because the enemy is irrelevant as long as I don't jump. You have to end with 0 rings. Unfortunately, I had 60, so even though I lose 40 because of this sub-walk boost I have, instead of the usual 20, I still had too many. So I still had to lose 2 HP. MIDI in the 3DS struggles. I'm just right across the board. I don't know what you mean. Alright. I'll take your word on it. This Sonic game is where Sonic might be edgier than Shadow. Honestly, true. Yeah. Darkspine Sonic is not messing around. He's fed up of Eraser Jin at that point. He's fed up. He's ready to go home. No, I need to go back further than that. There we go. Didn't have my boosty. Nice, we're actually getting the hits today. So yeah, what I want is I want to... Oh, I need another one. So I want to hit a fire attack, also known as lava attack. Super spicy is lava attack. Anyway, so yeah, basically what we are doing, I need to use my area of effect here. No, that is not okie dokie. Maybe I go forward, get a ring, and then go back again. Will it let me back? I hope so. Wait, it spawned in more enemies again. Okay, cool. That works. That skips a cycle still. So yeah, technically I only want to farm like 4 sets of enemies here, rather than the full sets. And then I can jump forward, but the next bit is actually kind of hard, and I've never really learnt it. I should really learn it, but there's not really a reason to. This is already kind of fast to do. Saying that, this is not going very well. I got one more. This game is peak, so true. You are 100% right. This game is peak. But hey, Ugox, how's it going? Yeah, so at the end, Sonic transforms into Dark-Spine Sonic for the last chapter. He absorbs the World Rings. And because the World Rings have never really been used again in an actual, like, main Sonic game, Dark-Spine Sonic has never really returned, as far as I know. I should have unequipped, I am going with it. I am just going to roll with it. Yeah, I should have unequipped, Sub-Warp Boost, because we're going to take 40 rings of damage still on this boss. Not on the next one, but on this one. Okay, it's fine. Let's just go for it. One attempt. If I fail that one attempt, then I'll go back and get rid of it. But if I get it on this one attempt, then sub 2 RTA is still possible. I'm gonna lock in here. Yeah, voice acting's pretty good. Like, Eraser Jin was voiced by someone who barely did voice acting for games. This is like his first one. In fact, he barely has anything on IMDb, as far as I know. Yeah, so we do more laps of the arena, so we get more rings, but also I'm losing 40 instead of 20. So the moment the text appears, I want to attack him. Nice! Good start. Okay, perfect start. Not going to get carried away. Okay, good. Okay, we have 3 HP to work with. Okay. One more rich ring and we have 4 HP. Right, I'm not risking that. I wasn't ready. I thought I'll just skid and avoid him. That's fine. Okay. I think I should have done 2 attacks on the one before the last one to manipulate his II. It's fine. Yes! Sub 2 RTA might be on. It might be on. It would be on if I was on Wii. Because Wii saves a bit of time RTA compared to Wii U. Because I have to power off the console instead of reset. Okay, so he is going to... Yeah, so Razorjin's dead. We are going to save the game. When the red ring disappears, that is when I power off. Then, I power back on, we play the final fight, and we're in. Right, powered off. Is that a barber object a Razor is holding? Maybe he was running a barber shop while waiting. That's an interesting interesting one, didn't think of that. Also, I split way too late there, but it's fine. Alright, if my controller actually connects in time, we can go straight to the Wii menu. If it connects in time. There we go. And now I'm holding B. And it's going to send me straight to the Wii menu. On Wii, we can press reset. Like the reset button on the console. Wii U does not have a built-in reset button. Like physical button on the console. So the game doesn't let us home menu as soon as it's saved. When we're in the credits, it does not let you do that. Even though it's saved. So... we have to just do this. There is a chance. There is a very small chance of sub 2 RTA. Very small. I have to do a perfect fight. It might not even be possible if I do a perfect fight. I just have to lock in. That's all I need. But we have a solid PB as long as I get a first try fight. So I don't really care. The good thing is with the fight, we only lose 20 rings instead of 40. Because none of the skills matter. They are not incorporated into the fight. You have like maxed out soul gauge and everything. Come on. 4 minutes for this. Big time save by pressing up to go down. So yeah, this is the cutscene. We've skipped it now, but we've transformed into Darkspine Sonic by absorbing 3 of the world rings. Some Wii consoles still on sale. Oh yeah, Wii consoles are. Yeah, they're dirt cheap. They're like 40 quid. They're cheaper than some actual Wii games. No better time for 2-cycle. Yeah, there's a frame perfect 2-cycle. I have no idea how to hit it. But technically that is a possibility. I have no idea how it works, but yeah. Nice. We've already got full gauge. That should, I think, give us an instant hit now. Yeah, he goes straight for the ball. Good start. Perfect start. I think that's because I had the bar there. Like, right up to the top. He went straight for the attack because of that. Come on. So we're after 3 hits. If we somehow get 4 hits on the next one, that is a 2-cycle and we win. If not, there's 1 more. It's kind of funny because there's literally only 1 hit remaining on the 3rd cycle, but the game doesn't give you it. Okay, we didn't get the other ring, which is a shame. I don't like that, but it's fine. Okay. Apparently you can speed break through this. I didn't know that, but yeah. Arg's run taught me something again yesterday by doing that. Another ball, good. The last cycle is really long, so we're probably not going to get it. I don't know though, it's hard to tell. I don't like I'm only on 2 HP. No! Not good, not good. I don't like taking damage to that. No! That's not good at all. Okay, we managed to get more. Okay. No! Why? Where's the ring? No! Okay. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. There's no way! I had to miss 2 sets of rings for that! Okay. He's doing it! Go! Go! Oh my god! Oh, I had no bar left! I had no bar left. How did I get away with that? I had nothing left. I had nothing left. I think that's sub 2. I had no bar. If I lost control, I've never had the bar be that low, but I had to try it. I think it's sub 2 RTA on Wii U.
Your tale is finished, Eraser.
By nothing. By nothing.
Writing a better story.
Yes! Oh, what a run. What a run. Wow. Oh my goodness. What a run. Oh, what a time to join Diesel. Thank you for the good luck. We already got it. If I didn't do the motions like that quick enough there, if I didn't do it, then I wouldn't have got the hit. Basically, it's not very clear when you lose control, but when I'm still shaking and the bar starts depleting, that's when you know you've got through. And because of the way it works with the mashing, you just physically can't 100% of the time be doing it. So you're always going to be losing some of the bar. Like, I had to just go all out. I've never had to go that hard on that, but I had to. And now we sit here for 10 minutes. We sit here for 10 minutes to look at the IGT. But we know what it's going to be. It might be a sub 150. There's about 10 minutes difference between RTA and IGT every time. So it's not over. We might have a sub 150 IGT. But we know what we have. And it is a sub 2 RTA.
I shall not be defeated. If you defeat me, I will simply return again.
I am exhausted, but that was such a exhilarating run. Thank you for the GG. Thanks, Seagull. Thanks, Queenie.
That can't be. That's the...
I can't believe that.
You can hold on to
Should we do Wordle? Should we do Wordle while we wait? I'm genuinely shaking. I mean, it's because of all this. Oh. Whoops, my stream deck went off. It's because of all this. That's why I'm shaking.
3 wishes.
But
Am I right?
no, stop disconnecting everything.
Grant any wish from the likes of you.
All right.
My first wish. Bring Shara back to life.
Can't believe that. I mean, regardless, we've at least got one more position up the leaderboard.
My body is...
Let me have a look where we are, and then we'll do a quick Wordle. Maybe connections. Spoilers if you play Wordle or connections, obviously. I can't believe that. I thought it was so done. Looking at that fight, I know obviously I split late, like very late for a Razor.
Turn the Arabian Nights to the
There's no point undoing that goal, by the way, because technically a 2-cycle would stomp that by like a minute, obviously. I can't believe that. I need so many more strats now. I'm 7th. I'm 7th with that run. I'm 7th place. We've moved up 3 places.
My third wish. A Razor Gin.
The next place is 145 flat. So it's not happening. But I'm 7th. Admittedly out of 18. But 7th in a Sonic run. Unreal. This Mario speedrunner got 7th in a Sonic speedrun.
We can start over.
Real.
The 2 of us. I swear.
Sub 150 IGT because it's normally a bit more than 10. Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure because this was good menuing.
By that filthy rat.
I cannot be denied by that filthy rat.
I told you, I'm not a rat. I'm a hedgehog.
Anyway. I don't know if I can skip this. I can't, like, actually skip it on the controller because I'm pressing plus, doesn't let me. I will not be pressing any more buttons because if I press power, I will not get my AGT. Or I don't think I do anyway. Unless you can power off here and then power back on again and it will let you see it. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Okay, so we will analyze the run. We will obviously bask in the sub 2 gaming. Yeah, so Wii U backwards compatibility is current 7th place, and that gets a 20046, 150.19 IGT. So maybe, unless my menuing was just really good, but I know there were a couple of mistakes in here still. Okay, so let me analyze the run. Another minute 26 in Night Palace, pretty good. There were like 1 or 2 big mistakes, but not many. So I can save time in Lost Prologue. Like that was because I played safe on one of these. What was it? 5. It's the one with the spike balls, I think. It's not a lot of time, but it's obviously consistent if I can do it. So maybe I should learn it. I need to start doing early game practice because I don't do that and it ends up costing me setups for speed breaks. Like I need to actually memorize the speed break timings now rather than just winging it. But obviously the whole run we were ahead. There wasn't a moment we were behind. And that's always good. Sea of green. Sea of green and teal splits. Teal being gold. Where did I lose a lot of time? Hey Brass, how's it going? Lost a lot of time in LR6. That's fair, because we died. I'm still not doing the skip in LR6 properly. So that's another thing. There is a skip there that I never really seem to hit. Yeah, lots of just small time bleeds. Some of these are not real occasionally because... And same goes for time saves because of skill level ups and stuff. Evil Foundry beat the clock. No, defeat the boss. Honestly, there is time to save there, not just to lose. So there might be like 20 to save there next time, even though it was only like 12 against my gold. But I'm still happy with it. Skeleton Dome, yeah, Rampage wasn't great. I played really safe in Rampage, and I could have saved like another 30. Actually, no, that was on the... no, that is SD10 Rampage. No, 120 I have to save on SD5 Rampage, the one with the 40 thieves. I need to do better on that, because yeah, I don't know. Like, I played really safe there. I was so worried I was gonna die. If you couldn't already tell, I was scrambling for rings every time I was down to 0. Like, it's so scary there every time. But yeah, everything else just such a good run. Really happy with that. I mean, this was my long-term goal with this game, so I'm so happy to get this. And I didn't even practice today. Like, I technically did do some work on my notes yesterday, and then also watching runs and watching Args run as well, and I guess that helped sort of refresh my memory of the game a little bit. I hadn't actually practiced the game itself, but I feel like that probably did help me a little bit. But what a clutch run. I can't believe how fast that third cycle was. If that third cycle wasn't so fast, like all the cycles on Alpha Layla Walayla, the final boss, they were just so quick. And the first one is skill, because I got my my soul gauge up all the way. I think that's what activates the early cycles, but I don't know what happened for the others. I don't know. I'm just stunned. I can't believe this is sub 2. I can't believe that's it. I mean, now what we need to do is look at the IGT. So 155.23. 155.23. Okay, so if I go into here, post my screenshot. 155.23. That was my sob before this run. 155.23. It is now... No, sorry, 155.13.
Along the way, he had many adventures.
That's about 2.5 minutes.
Our stories.
That is 2 minutes 28, if my math is correct, on my day off work. That is good. 152. I'm stunned and I'm really happy. That has made up for what I thought was going to be a really bad week because of my 3DS. I can't, honestly, of all the days I needed a PB, this was one of them. This was the one that I really needed a solid run, and I'm very happy I got it. Not just a solid run, but my goal. This was my goal. Okay, should we do some Wordle? We'll do some Wordle. We'll do the Peggle Knights Decathlon. Especially now Brass is around. Because Brass did redeem it a couple of streams ago. Words on stream? Maybe we should do words on stream. Should we do words on stream instead, actually? Instead of Wordle. Words on stream. We'll do one game of words on stream. Sure. Words would hit, okay, yeah. I haven't done words in a hot minute. There we go. Scuffed, just so we can still, like, see the game. Alright, here we go. Oh. Whoa, it's loud. Whoa. Ah. Ah. It's loud. Ah. Hang on. Can I turn it down? There we go. So you can't see it. Alright, let me fix it for myself first. So I need to turn this off. The Elgato. I mean, I guess we don't even need sounds, do we? We don't even really need sounds. Why do I need sounds for words? Wait, actually, we can have music off, sound effects on, and then do that, and then we can have that. Yeah, alright, cool, we'll do that. I do not have access to my chat window now. Let me go on my iPad so I can actually play the game. What is the 6 letter? What is the 6? I actually don't know it. Why is it so hard? No, yeah, random letters go. Bint? Bing? Bing. Bing is not gonna work. Alright, I'm just gonna say random things. I don't know. Ah, hang on. Go! Say the... I'm trying! There we go. I was trying to say... my iPad was typing the wrong thing. It did it 3 times. I got a bit. Oh. It wasn't a bit that I was typing a bit. Alright, anyway. And on that hilarious pun, we will see... we will carry on words, but we will see the IGT of the Sonic and the Secret Rings any % speedrun on the 9th of June 2025. Sub 150, come on. No! It's not! Was my menuing that good? My menuing was that good, it wasn't sub 150. Wow. What an absolute troll. Oh, I don't care. I don't even care. It's sub 2 RTA. That's all we care about for marathon submissions. 150.13. So where is that for me on the leaderboard? 150.13. It still puts me in 7th by 6 seconds. Wow. But the next position is cooked. It's a 131.50. Gotta love leaderboards like this, am I right? The top 6 are just cracked out of their minds, and then 7th is a 150. And 8th and 9th are now also 150s. It's like that's the bottleneck. I don't know. Okay, anyway, that's it for the YouTube video. Thanks for watching. Maybe more runs soon when I actually learn proper skips in this game. If I learn proper skips in this game, who knows. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.